So consonants are far easier to teach than vowel sounds. Consonants are easier because more parts of the mouth are involved. There's an airstream of some sort, and it's visible. When you close your eyes, it's you know, you hear it, but then consonants are visible. You say, for example, the L and the R. They might sound alike, but then if you see it, then you can tell the difference. I'll show you some pictures now of how some sounds are classified. I got this from school. I used to work at school. Used to. All right. It's easy if you classify sounds like this because of how they're made. P and B, P and B. What happens are your lips come together and they pop. So they're called lip poppers. Here's another one. Easy enough. The T and D. They're similar because your tongue goes up and it comes down. The only difference is that it's voice. So we do T, D. Those are called tip tappers. The tongue that goes up and it comes down. Here's another one they call scrapers. At the K and the G, the tongue is in the back. K, G, K, G. One is voiceless, the other is voiced. I call them, they're like cousins. Very similar, but different. Skinny sounds. Sounds because there's an airflow, just a tiny airstream. S, z, s, z. Right? And then we call nose sounds. These sounds require nasal passage. Nose sounds. Like ring, sing, all right, and in the G together. Okay. Windy sounds. Air, w, and it's just so natural because, you know, it's easy to think about it. This is the V sound, like the voice and the those other things. All right. We call those lip coolers. Teeth on lips, blow. And the other one, Fat sounds. Your mouth is rounded. Shh, zh, zh, like in pleasure. That's the only word I can think of right now. Because zh is not usually at the beginning of a word. Right? And then what we call fat pushed sounds. These are kind of similar, but your mouth is rounded. Ch, j. You push the air out. Ch, j. Lifters. They put these together. The L, the sound is L in the front, tongue tip up, and the R is in the back. And we usually call them liquids because they move. L and they're different in a different position of the word. Say, for example, the R might be different, say, in the word run, carrot, and paper. It's all R, but it's depending upon what follows it. It changes the sound. And here's our favorite sound. English is the only language that I know of that has the TH. The voice and the voiceless. And that's why a lot of non-native speakers have difficulty with the TH. It's not in their Yeah, so not in their sound system.
And see that this becomes available in the notebook in the future as well.
Now we go to vowels. There's a controversy as far as vowels are concerned. We think it's A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y. Vowels take on different sounds. Most linguists, and again, a controversy, say there are like 15 different vowel sounds. And so we kind of classify them by how they look on the mouth. So this is a smile. And the smile vowels are E, I, E, A, Ah. I don't know if I said that right. Let me say it again, all right? E as in eek, I as in it, E as in ed, A as in eight, A as in at, and as in up. They call them smiles, right? Then there are open vowels. Open because your mouth is open. And so open, Ah as in Bob, Ah as in Paul. And then the round ones, your mouth is round. O as in toe, as in foot, and U as in, foot, and as in foot. I don't know if I did that right, but yeah, and And then we have sliders. Sliders, what we call, I think teachers like to call them diphthongs. If you have teachers in here. See, I just went by sound, like, all right, we go diphthongs. This is a different vocabulary. But when two sounds come together, it's kind of blended in some way. So it's I as in ice, U as in use, ow as in out or owl, and oi as in boy or oil. So those are sliders, what we call sliders, or teachers can call them diphthongs. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, now we have a little bit of information. What are we going to do with this? Whoa, that's the hard part, I guess, and that's up to you. But go back to Barbara again. What does a student want? What do you think is the most important thing that they want to do? And you don't have to do this all the time. You do it a little bit. So you might select a few words. Say someone says, I'm working and I get confused between pin and pen. Can you help me with that? So again, you want to work with maybe 3 words, 3 to 5 words that they can help to increase their communication skills. They provide the words because then they take ownership of it. The learner will provide the word list. You don't have to go find a book or figure out what to do.